The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Pauline Verzosa. The Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission, or PAO, considers recommending a gradual phase-out of POGOs in the country. PAO spokesperson Winston Casio said the government should try this before going for a total ban. This as some officials like House Speaker Martin Romualdez raised concerns about the possible rise of more illegal POGOs if a total ban is implemented. Only 42 POGOs are currently legal in the country, with 41 in Metro Manila and 1 in Kawit, Cavite. Senator Bongo denies corruption allegations of former Senator Antonio Trillanes. Go says he had no influence in the business decisions of his family. Trillanes earlier filed graft cases against Go and former President Rodrigo Duterte. This stems from the Davao contracts awarded to construction firms owned allegedly by the father and sibling of Bongo. According to the senator, Trillanes has been using the same issue every time an election approaches.
Lumang tugtugin na nga yan. Sabi ko, recycled issue, rehash issue, panahon ng eleksyon, eto na naman po. Ginagamit siya. I'm sure, meron pong nasa likod nito. Meron na naman pong nag-uudyok, meron pong gumagawa ng paraan na pinturahan na naman kami ng dumi.
Experts are hopeful that a new drug developed in the U.S. will be effective against Alzheimer's disease. They say the drug works by targeting and eliminating a type of protein commonly found in patients with this condition. Mobile Journal Francis Orsio has the story.
Pagiging makakalimutin, ganyan ang demensya na pangkaraniwan sa mga lolo't lola. Ngayon, may bago ng gamot na makakatulong dyan. Ayon sa World Health Organization, 55 milyong katao sa mundo ang may demensya. 60% ng mga kaso nito ay Alzheimer's disease. Paliwanag ng geriatrician o eksperto sa kalusugan ng mga nakatatanda, karaniwang tinatamaan ng Alzheimer's ay yung mga edad 65 pataas.
And when you say Alzheimer's, nagkakaroon kasi tayo ng tinatawag nating plaques and tangles sa ating utak, no? At medyo kumukonti rin tinatawag nating neurons. Ito yung cells natin sa ating mga utak, no? Na responsable sa pag-transfer ng information from our body to our brain and back to the body. Pag nagkaroon ng mga plaques and tangles, nagiging malilimutin po tayo. And karaniwan po ito sa mga nakatatanda.
Ang good news mula sa United States Food and Drug Administration, inaprobahan na ang isang gamot para dyan. Ito ang donanemab drug o Kisunla, ang binigay na brand name ng US-based pharmaceutical company na Eli Lilly. Base raw sa kanilang pag-aaral, kapag dumami ang isang uri ng protein sa ating katawan na kung tawagin ay amyloid, nagre-resulta ito sa demensya. Kaya pinag-aralan nila ang isang gamot na makakabawas sa build-up ng amyloid na maaaring makatulong para bumagal ang epekto ng Alzheimer's disease. 61 hanggang 84% daw ang napigilan ang pagdami ng amyloid sa pamamagitan ng gamot, bagay na ikinatuwa ng geriatrician.
So ipinapangako ng mga bagong gamot na bago pa lang magiging full-blown dementia, makakatulong na siya na ma-delay yung progression into full-blown dementia. Ibig sabihin, mild cognitive impairment pa lang, limot-limot pa lang ng konti, forgetfulness pa lang, matutulungan na niya.
Sa ngayon, sisimulan pa lang itong gamitin sa Amerika. Pero kahit na wala pa ito sa Pilipinas, positibo ang mga eksperto na sa ganitong pag-aaral, mas mabibigyan ang mga may demensya o Alzheimer's disease ng pag-asa na mapanatili ang kanilang mahalagang memorya. Mobile journalist Francis Orsio po, hatid ang muka ng balita.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Pauline Verzosa. The easterlies continue to affect the eastern section of the country. Isolated rains are expected over eastern Visayas, Bicol, Quezon, Aurora, Isabela, and Cagayan. Isolated rains are also expected over Metro Manila and the rest of the country due to localized thunderstorms. Flash floods or landslides are possible during severe thunderstorms. In USA, Tropical Storm Beryl is expected to intensify in the Gulf of Mexico before making a landfall in South Texas. The National Hurricane Center says it could become a Category 1 hurricane. Here's the report.
People along Texas's southern and central coasts are bracing for Tropical Storm Beryl.
We've got the generator, we've got water, we've got a gas grill, we've got a charcoal grill.
Many boarding up homes and businesses ahead of the storm.
We have boarded up the windows, as you can see, and the guys have done a good job with that front and back. We have sandbags. I have picked everything up and at least 3 feet off the floor just in case we do flood.
Beryl is expected to impact Texas late Sunday to early Monday morning, bringing damaging winds, life-threatening storm surge, and dangerous flooding.
It will be a deadly storm for people who are directly in that path.
Voluntary evacuation orders are already underway, and several counties are under tropical storm warnings. The National Hurricane Center predicting Beryl will strengthen to a Category 1 hurricane, making it the first of the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season to make landfall in the U.S.
It's sitting in these waters that are more typical of late August and early September. So they're incredibly warm, which is what will let Beryl kind of organize better.
Earlier this week, Beryl became the earliest Category 5 hurricane in the Atlantic on record. The storm has already caused catastrophic damage across the Caribbean, particularly in Jamaica and Grenada. Back in May, NOAA and the National Weather Service predicted this hurricane season to be a busy one.
This season is looking to be an extraordinary one.
I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
The Premier Volleyball League will hold its first ever rookie draft in Quezon City today. Zeus Coffee Thunderbells will have the first pick out of the 47 hopefuls. The team, formerly known as Strong Group, is eyeing De La Salle's middle blocker Thea Alison Gagate. In the first round of the draft, Capital One has a number 2 pick, followed by Galleries Tower, Farm Fresh, NX LED, Akari, then Signal, PLDT, Cherry Tigo, Petrogas, Chocomucho, and lastly, the PVL All-Filipino champions, the Creamline Cool Smashers. The 12 teams will compete in the Reinforced Conference starting July 16 in Pasig City. One of the newest Filipino athletes heading to the 2024 Paris Olympics is Lauren Hoffman. She will be competing in hurdling. Let's get to know her through this report from Mobile Journal, Denise Valdesancho.
Isang hurdler ang kasamang magwawagayway ng ating bandila sa Paris Olympics. Mainit-init pa ang balita sa pag-qualify ng 25-year-old track and field athlete na si Lauren Hoffman sa Paris Olympics nitong nakaraang Martes lang. Inanunso ng Philippine Athletics Track and Field Association o PATAFA ang qualification ni Lauren sa women's 400-meter hurdles. Ito ay matapos siyang makapasok sa top 40 ng kanyang sport na may 1,223 points.
God willing, it happened. I made the top 40 and I'm so excited. That only happened yesterday. So, I mean, everything has just been a whirlwind. I feel like I'm just like living like in a dream right now.
Hilig na raw ni Lauren ang pagtakbo, elementary pa lamang. Bago mag-high school, pumasok siya sa hurdling.
I just loved it. I fell in love with it and I've been hurdling ever since.
Isa raw sa nakatulong ang kanyang mga kuya para mapursige pa siyang mag-ensayo.
I have a brother and 2 stepbrothers, so I think just like being around like boys all the time just kind of made me just like a very competitive girl.
For Lauren, malaking karangalan talaga ang ma-represent ang Pilipinas.
When I decided that I wanted to run professionally, I always saw myself like wearing the Philippine colors and the Philippine I'm raising the Philippine flag, and my mom and my lola are like my biggest role models. So it's kind of cool to give back to the country and represent the country that's like given me my role models.
Nabanggit ni Loren ang dinaramdam na Achilles injury. Dahil dito, rebuilding and fine-tuning ang focus niya for the big race. Pero sa kabila niyan, nais niyang maipakitang kayang makipagsabayan ng mga Pinoy kahit anong larangan ng sports.
I want to inspire, want to show people what's possible and show people that you can just achieve anything that you set your mind to. After the Olympics, I have plans to give back to the country, whether it's donating time or resources to like athletic clubs, sports clubs.
May Lauren serve as an inspiration to all our aspiring track and field athletes. You can do anything you set your mind to. Mobile Journal, Denise Valdesancho po, hatid ang mukha ng balita.
And those are the top stories of the hour. I'm Pauline Verzosa. We are One News.